So now you are in my channel.
No.
Yo, this guy over here, he's a great YouTube supporter. You already know. Angel, he's on that SurRon. We got that S3 crew out here.
Alright guys, welcome back to Frantic TV. We have a new bike that not many people know that is available. Because when people think about beta bikes, they think about gas bike. But the company created this new version, this electric version, because this is something that now is popular. Now everybody wants to get into the electric community. And here we are at Motorsports in New Jersey. This is my local bike shop, and we got here one of the salesperson, and he's gonna walk you through like some of the spec that we have here.
What's up, guys? This is Ahmad over here at Flemington Power Sports over in Flemington, New Jersey, and today we're going to be going over the 2024 Beta Explorer. So this is the first year that they're launching this bike in 2024. They're prone to making gas motorcycles. That's what they're most popular for. So they decided to join the electric game just like everybody else, and they came out with this Beta Explorer. This bike is 74 volts, so it's got a lot of power to it compared to your traditional 60 volt bikes, which are the most popular. It is equipped with a bigger rear tire as well compared to other electric bikes. Most you'll see have a mountain bike look. This one is just full-on dirt bike equipped.
Oh my God, yes, I can see it. I can see it here that you have a bigger tire in the back and then a smaller one in the front. So I'm guessing this is a 19?
Mm-hmm.
And these are 16s, right?
Yes.
So it has that setup for the off-road. Yeah. And so we have here the controllers. They have a really cool setup here where you have the turtle, then you have the rabbit, and then you have, what's the other one?
The rocket ship.
The rocket ship. So basically it's like your eco mode, your sports mode, and then I'm guessing racetrack.
It is something else. I mean, granted, it's meant to, most people keep it in the rabbit mode or the turtle mode at most. The rocket mode actually has its own separate button on the handlebar because it's that big of a difference. So this bike traditionally is made to go about 100 miles on a full charge, not with the rocket mode. The rocket mode, you're looking to cut that in half and just full on, go crazy off-road.
Yes, my viewers, we all know that. We all know the ratio of like going fast and going to distance.
Right.
But this is actually a cool looking bike. It has the panel, so it actually looked like a regular gas bike. And I love the color. It's actually similar to mine in the back here. I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna put a red fenders. I'm supposed to get it tomorrow. I'm gonna have a plate too. So this in this community, it's usually fun to customize your bike. They want to make it their own. Right. But I gotta tell you, this is something that from the start, this is a pretty good, well put together bike. Oh wow, I even have the mud guard.
Yeah, and the charging port is super accessible on this. I know most electric bikes you have to either take off the seat or open up some type of flap on the side to put the charger in. On this, they have it right in the back of the bike.
Oh, it's integrated.
Yeah.
So you cannot take it out, or you can?
You can take it out.
But it's kind of tedious to do something like that.
Right.
So it was meant to just be there.
Yeah, 100%. They designed it in a way where you don't really need to take it out.
But if you want to, you can take it out.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have the option too.
So again, this is a 74 volt, but is the amps are 30A. I'm guessing, right? Mm-hmm. So you're gonna have a lot of power for a short amount of time. but you're gonna have a big smile on your face. All right, guys. So this is the new beta bikes from Motorsports. If you want to get one of these or do a test ride, they are available here. I think they are running out, right?
Yeah, this is our last one that we have on the lot right now.
Jesus Christ, this is the last one. You better order more.
Yeah, we need to.
All right, so guys, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for showing us the bike. Hopefully we can try it and see how it feels. And guys, I'm gonna see you back on the next one. All right, ciao.
And it's good. I mean, if you hunt, you may be that kind of guy that, you know, no, I don't like electric. Blah, blah. Well, think about it. You're going into the woods. You're gonna make less noise with something that's electric.
Yeah, so that was a coincidence, though. Damn! Oh! Damn! Damn! That was big!
Yeah, they went from 48 amps to 50 amps, and then they changed this. So before it used to be 2 terminals. Now
Oh yes, mine.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so flimsy.
Yeah.
It has those the wires are like exposed.
Right, yeah, that's how they were in 23. Like pretty much all of them, all the brands had it.
I'm afraid one
Yeah.
day that thing is gonna like pop out.
Yeah, now it's nice and thick, and the only way to take it off is to press this safety over here. So you push that in, and then it's just one, and they even put a cover over here, so that way you can cover it up.
Yes, that's the bike. Hey guys, welcome back to Frantic TV. And today we have Chris from Flemington Motorsports. And I don't know if you remember, but we had this, I think it was a few months ago. And this is the beta electric bike. The one that we reviewed, it came in the red colorway. So everything that you see here, green, it was red. So that's the first change here on this one. And also, they are going with the trend of being like a trail bike. So here we have Chris. He would like to say a few things about this new bike, which is it's pretty nice.
It is. It's fun. It's super torquey with electric. It's got instant torque. It's 2024 Beta Explorer Hunter Edition. It has 3 different drive modes. So you got the Turtle, the Rabbit, and then the Rocket. So you gotta be careful if you go in that Rocket mode, because it'll get away from you real quick, right?
Before I forget, I remember when I did the first review, in the comments people were like, dude, this is not beta. This is not a beta bike. This is a different I can't remember the name, but it's a different company. And what they did was that they took the design and added to their lineup. So basically, you guys were correct. It's from a different company, but they are branding this as beta, so it doesn't have the other name. So
Okay.
they added this rack here, which is like really steady. So it has the same 72 38 amps.
74 volts, 34 amps.
34 amps, yes. And it has the same modes that you can go Rocket, Turtle. Can you see it here?
So you have to, in order to pull it up, you just have to put your foot on the brake. Pull the brake lever.
It's the gas guy in you.
It is. It is. Oh, the kickstand's down. All right, so went off the brake.
Whiskey throttle.
Wow, she almost got away from me.
All right, so yeah.
So oh, maybe you don't have to be foot on the brake, but these buttons here is what's going to adjust the 3 different drive modes here, and then also on the display you also see your battery life. So this way you know how much juice you got left in here.
So basically all the modes, if you go to turtle, is gonna be eco friendly. So you're not gonna be wasting so much battery.
You're not gonna be wasting all that energy.
And then if you just want to go crazy, and because remember that these bikes are meant to go off road. They meant to go climbing and doing all terrain. So you need the power to go up the hill.
Oh yeah.
And to do wheelies.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for the video, guys. Thank you, Chris, for
Thank you, sir.
showing me the bike. It's a beautiful color. I like the rack. This is something that you can actually put a lot of stuff in there. You can put like a little bag and clip things around. Maybe your rifle if you want to go hunting.
This is actually kind of targeted toward hunters.
Yes.
It is. So
I think there's a trend now that's coming. Like people are looking into that.
yeah, and it's good. I mean, if you hunt, you may be that kind of guy that, you know, no, I don't like electric. Blah, blah. Well, think about it. You're going into the woods. You're gonna make less noise with something that's electric.
And just remember, guys, Flemington Motorsports, they have also SurRon. They have some Segways too. So you can come here. They have a big selection. You can go to the website. I'll put the links on the bottom so you can check it out and you can actually test some of these bikes. But make sure you call before you come here. All right, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.
Slow down, mama, why you talk so mean? Good Lord, Nashville, it ain't what it seems. Got nice clothes, late night shows, boogie down at the bar, fiddle tunes and homemade booze, but it always goes too far.
Good morning, Ampers. This is Richard Ramos pointing to you live in Maryland for Frantic e-bike news. Here today, I have what they call a masterpiece. I say masterpiece because every other e-bike is the same style, but this here, it's a work of art. I spoke to Alex from Async. He sent me the bike in a record time in 5 days. Thank you, Alex, for that. Because of you, I have this bike for my inaugural ride today in Maryland. Now, about the bike. As you can see, black and orange, unique design. I mean, some people might say it looks like a Lego block, whatever, but the man designed this bike from the ground up. It's a short wheelbase, 20x4 tires. The seat is little, but it's very comfortable. 3 modes, not including the off-road mode. Off-road mode, I'm looking at 32, 33 miles an hour, 48 volts, 40 amp hour battery, somewhere between the range of 100 and 115 miles. The bike comes as is, as you see it. I only decided to add the rear fender. I don't like the one in the back and I don't like the one in the front. I will be putting new other aftermarket fenders on it. But what makes this bike unique is its headlight design, the 3D. I took the liberty of wrapping it with orange. It's a full suspension bike, front and rear. The rear shock is inside this housing here. What you see is what you get. It's an awesome looking bike. I just took it out today for like 5 minutes, and people with a thumbs up asking me what is it, whatever, and it's the Async Pro 1, and I love it. I freaking love it already. Stay tuned because I'm gonna be doing my own customization with it like I do with all my bikes. It goes for like $3,500 right now. They're real low on stock, so if you wanna get one, get it now because God knows when the next shipment is gonna come out. It's a big display, like a 5-inch display. It tells you the miles per hour, the time. You could also sync your Android or iPhone to it. Has GPS and a bunch of other stuff that I haven't even gone through yet because I literally just got the bike. The three modes you have to do pedal assist. On the off-road mode you can do just throttle. It has a little small controller. I really don't know what the amperage is on it. It's a 1200, 2400 watt motor. The tires are all right for the price. To me, what makes this bike is the tail light and the headlight. I love it. I already took the liberty of adding a mirror and my phone holder, my 360. This is just a first impression type deal. We're getting ready to do a 40-mile group ride here in Maryland. After the group ride, I will get back to you and tell you what I think about the bike, the performance, what was the speed, battery range. And on top of that, I'm not sponsored by Async. He don't pay me. I didn't get this bike for free. This is my own opinion only, and I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna tell you the stuff I don't like about it and the stuff that I do like about it. For example, I'll give you a small brief. I don't like the tires, cheap tires. I don't like the fact that I can adjust my handlebar to left, front or back, but that's okay. I mean, that's stuff that I can fix on my own. So that's a little preview. You will get an honest review from me. And like I said, I'm not sponsored by them, by Async, and at the end of the day, this wasn't sent to me free. So stay tuned for that.
Yo, is it turning off on you?
On off-road, every time I hit the brake, it turns off.
That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, a quick preview. We had one of the riders go down with a broken wire. What I noticed about the Async so far, when I have it on off-road and every time I hit the brake, it goes into pedal assist 3. Why is it doing that? I don't know. And as much as I tighten the headlight in the front, it gets loose. So they need to come out with a better bracket for the headlight and find out what's going on with off-road going into mode 3 by itself every time you hit the brakes. But other than that, so far so good. We just finished a 43-mile ride. Beautiful, awesome ride. I want to thank all the riders for following the rules. Nobody broke them. We had a beautiful lunch, and we went through some awesome scenery, which you will see in Frantic TV later on. On the bike, I got 3 gripes about this bike. Number 1, the headlight. Throughout my filming, I had to stop filming because all clunky noise. So Alex, you need to get a better mount. Number 2 will be the horn, not working. For road riding, nobody can hear me. You need to put a louder horn. I was having an issue with the throttle. Every time I would snap the throttle, the bike will go into mode 3. So I thought it had something to do with the brakes. Later on, I found out it is when you snap the throttle, it goes back. The bike goes into mode 3, disabling the throttle. So I believe it's a safety feature. I haven't got, like I said, I got this bike today and I haven't gone through the apps and whatever. So that's what I don't like about the bike. What I love about the bike, top-notch suspension. We went off-road, on-road. The suspension was awesome. Brakes on the dime. So people stopping me, looking at the bike, they love the bike. So overall, performance-wise, brakes, a 10. Suspension, a 10. Horn, 1. Light mount, 1. Do I recommend this bike? Yes. Is it a bike that I will use in a 40, 50 mile ride? What I normally do with the crew? No. Now, if you're asking me, is this an awesome bike for a commute to and from work in the city? Yes. I'm very impressed with this bike. We went to a place called Seven Hills, where $4,000 bikes couldn't make that hill. And this bike took it with no problem. And I was impressed, 48 volts and 40 amp hour, it did it. I didn't have to get off the bike, I didn't have to pedal, nothing. So my final judgment, my recommendation, you're looking for a nice commuter bike to and from the city, whip around. I did 43 miles on one charge, and I kept it on mode 3 and off-road for the duration of the ride. And I'm left with 34% battery. That's with my weight, 180 pounds. So yeah, I recommend this bike. It's an awesome little bike, and don't hesitate to get one. If you do, Async Pro 1, reach out to Alex. He has a sale now, $400 off, being that the bike won't be available till late October because they sold out. So they're waiting on the next batch. I'm gonna be using this bike every day to commute to and from work. And maybe later on in the future, I'll upgrade the battery and stuff. It'll take a visit to Powerful Lithium. But for what it is, it's awesome. And the money, it's $3,500. I mean, yeah, everybody could say they could get a Talaria Triple X, but with a Talaria Triple X, you gotta buy a seat for it. The seat sucks. It only has a 25-mile range. So pick your poison. But for the money and the range I did today, which was 43 miles and 34% battery left, and I didn't huff and puff, I didn't have to pedal my ass off, I recommend this bike. And you cannot beat the looks. The designer of this bike hit it off the ballpark. Everybody was crazy about it. Everybody was asking me what it was. And yeah, so I can't stress that enough. I'm happy I bought this bike, and you will see future upgrades on it and my own customs on it, because everybody that knows me, I don't leave anything stock. So get this bike, don't sleep on it, and I recommend it. It's Electric Hornet approved. With that being said, you already know, keep it between the ditches, wear your helmet, and leave no one behind. Enjoy the bike, people. Peace.
Why so serious?
Thank you for coming, man.
I was here last night. I was here yesterday.
I know.
We ain't missing none yet, man.
The thing is that it's 3 days, so I don't have the time to go all 3.
Oh.
Let me give you something. Hey, how are you? Are you okay now? Didn't you get hit by a car, by a truck?
By a truck, yeah.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
This is appropriate.
Huh?
Rubbish truck.
Yeah. Oh. So you're doing better, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Okay. Oh, there's no gears. It's just go forward.
No pedal assist.
And what's this?
No throttle. That's throttle.
Oh, okay. All right, so here I'm doing the first review of the Chimera Triple X. What's the name of this?
That's the Chimera Titanium. The OG.
Titanium BMX. So right off the bat, it's super light. Oh man, it feels like it's so nimble.
Spin it 180.
All right. Oh. My belly won't let it go. Ooh. Yo, this thing is so awesome. Wow. This is better than the ZOOZ.
Oh, for sure. It's different. ZOOZ, I feel is more of a cruiser.
Yeah, this feels like for you to like be jumping.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
It was nice to see you, man. Nice to see you.
I think we're the only from Jersey that came over.
Yeah. Yo, what up? What's up, man?
I was doing all the
I didn't want to waste your battery, so.
Thank you.
This is better than the ZOOZ.
You like it better?
Yeah. And this is comfortable. It comes with this.
Yeah, I mean, after 10 miles, it hurts. But
I have pants for this. No, I know.
butt pants.
You need to understand, I used to do road riding with something that feels like this.
You know, I've been riding this. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, so we made it to the first stop here. This is where the guys, the stoners, they're gonna do their thing.
All the way down there?
I missed every fucking ride last summer, but I'm making up for it this summer.
How you know the battery range? In the app?
I check I'm at 80% charge.
Really? Oh, because you're pedaling the whole time. No,
This is also
So one of us is actually getting exercise.
very efficient too. This kind of motor.
yeah.
What kind of motor is it?
It's really like a modified mid-drive, but they call it a high drive because it splits out the torque distribution in 2 spots.
Okay.
So
I'm done for today.
I have some engineering nerd friends that would totally
yeah,
understand.
exactly. They would love it. I don't know that much about it, but it is fun.
I have to find a place where I can charge and eat something, and then you want to do that? Or you have to go.
I think our next spot is Industry City, right?
Which is right by where I live.
We're going to Industry City, right? We're going to end up at Industry City.
So how long is it from there? Because I need to charge. Like 10 miles? Yeah, I'm not gonna, I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Come on, pedal those feet. I can do 10. I got another battery. I can switch too.
Are you guys on Telegram too?
Yeah, we have an official right chat.
What is it?
All right, guys. So while they doing some stunts and doing some wheelies, I'm here in a park charging my bike because I'm riding the ZOOZ, so I don't have I don't have a lot of power. Power. All right. So I'll see you on the next one. Can I ask you a question?
What?
I've heard that people say that people that ride the e-bikes are clowns. What do you think about that?
I don't think so, man.
El payaso ha llegado.
I'm on they now. Can't get a pass now. I'm a cash cow. Keeping it brash now. It's trash now. I'm a spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs you see in the sky.
All right, so we are here at the Electrify Expo for the second year. This is my second year here. We just passed security. We got the media pass for Frantic TV, so we are good to go. Just have to find my people. I think Richie is here, so I'm a little late. I got stuck in traffic. It was a nightmare. All right, so I'm on a bike from Powerful Lithium. I got the bike because this place is big. So I need to get the I need to get the guys. They just got here, Richie and Taiho. Yo, oh, you did it through Frantic TV?
No, I have my.
Oh, you got your own?
Yeah.
You did Frantic TV?
No.
A press? I told you.
Well, Taiho gave me this.
I gave you yesterday.
Oh, you need.
How you guys
bro,
doing?
how you doing, man?
I thought it was gonna be like super late. I got
We got stuck in traffic for almost 2 hours. We left the house at 12 o'clock, and look what time we get.
You can see the gear. Yeah, my name is Mike Feedy. I do a lot of press for all different bike riders and brands that are out there, whether it's cycling or protective gear. And Austin from Chimera, it's my own personal bike from them, and I've been heavily hyped on this bike for the past year. Not just because it's BMX oriented, but because it's the best of both worlds, BMX and electric. My two favorite things.
So how you pronounce the name? Because they were like
Chimera, yeah.
I was saying Chimera.
Me too, and he corrected me.
This is the new Chimera.
Yep.
This is the closest that you can get to
This is
a
production.
BMX.
Yeah, titanium, everything.
So what's the top speed for this?
So you can spec it out basically through an Android phone. He has it spec'd out right now. I haven't verified the top speed, but I'd say it's about 35.
35?
Yeah, I don't know the range on it right now. I'm going to be going through all that stuff through the phone, but you can customize it all in the settings. They're developing an app, so you can customize it all through the settings yourself.
And this is his personal bike.
Yep.
So when is gonna go for the public? Like,
I'm pretty sure he's building them right now. So if you follow him on his Instagram page, I believe it's just Chimera. If you can't find it, if you reach out to me through a DM, anybody watching this, I'll send you guys the Instagram page. But he's been updating his Instagram page, showing you the build process. So he builds them all by hand, all titanium screws, everything's done in-house. So there's not like somebody that just learned how to fabricate this bike. He's doing it all by hand, and they're all stamped out with a number on the so that people know which one they're getting. And we got number 1 right here.
oh, I think Johnny Prime, he got number 5.
Yeah, Johnny 5. And then somebody else picked 69. I put Giggity, like a little quagmire
Oh my
Giggity.
God.
Yep.
All right, man. Thank you so much
no worries.
for giving us the
Pleasure talking to you. Reach
over-
out to me. I'd like to talk to you.
Yes,
on
of
Instagram.
course. Since I started getting into e-bikes, I quickly realized that one bike wasn't going to be enough for me. And the reason is because there's so many different type of bikes when it comes to power, range, or style. And I had this plan of having the Holy Trinity. That's how I call it. Where I was gonna have 3 completely different bikes. And each bike was gonna be for one specific purpose. And I know it's very expensive for you to get more than one e-bike. This thing is you can spend a lot of money in doing that. But I was fortunate enough to actually make this come through. And I'm so happy to show you this 3 completely different bikes that I have. One of the things that I was looking for to cover each section of the things that I wanted was I wanted a bike that was just gonna be for range. I wanted another one that it was gonna be for like just for fun, just like something that you can go off road and throw anything at it. That has the power to just like go through mountains and rivers and anything that you can throw at it. And the last one, I wanted one that it was going to be like an undercover bike, something that people will see and don't even know that it's an e-bike, something that I can take to a bike path that don't allow e-bikes. I can take to the park. I can have fun with the family. Something that it was gonna give me that e-bike experience, but it was not gonna be like too out there when it comes to the power and the way it looks. And we can start here. The Hornet Bandit is the one that has the range. This is the bike that you can spend the whole day riding. This is something that is a cruiser. It's for you to get on the road and just ride for hours. Obviously, this bike is very different than the original bike. This has been very modified. It has a 7250 amp battery that will give you a smile every time you ride. This one is something that I purchased from Uncle Richie. It's the infamous Hornet Bandit, and I'm so happy to have this bike. This is the one that I would take for long rides that will require for me to have a big battery. Next one is the SurRon. This is the bike that if you only have money to get one, this is the one that I will always recommend to get, because it has so much out of the box where you don't have to modify anything. You have power, you have range, you have the capability of going off-road. Man, obviously, this is something that if you don't modify the battery, this is something that you might be missing out on the range. This bike, in my opinion, was meant to go off-road. And I'm fortunate enough to live in a place where I have a lot of land that I can just take my bike and have a big smile on my face. Most people, I know that since it's their only bike, they usually want to have some powerful battery. And I can completely understand. And usually they use the bike to just be on the road and not go off-road. But for me, this is something that I love, that me coming from a mountain bike background, this is something that it was like so awesome to have something like that is electric and it doesn't require maintenance like a gas bike. Last but not least, we have the ZOOZ BMX. And this was actually the second bike that I bought after the SurRon. Ever since I started getting into e-bikes and checking out different brands and different styles, I have never seen a bike that has the specs of this one. This bike checked all the boxes to have a bike that doesn't cost a lot of attention. Even though this is, out of all three, this is a bike that looks like a regular bike than the other ones, it has a lot of power because the bike is only 60 pounds and it has a very powerful battery in comparison with the weight. The design of the bike, it's an ingenious design. Having the battery to just blend in with the seat, it gives that look of like confusion, like what is this? It's like a BMX frame and it has this long seat and the battery is incorporated into it. So people have to have like a second look to it and say, what is that, an e-bike or what? So this is the bike that I purchased, basically just for me to go anywhere that e-bikes were not allowed. This is something that you can actually pedal. You can even take the battery and use it as a regular bike. So this bike was perfect for what it was. Nothing more, nothing less, but it's just a bike that is just to chill. It's just for you to go play with your family or go into a place where you don't want to be noticed. I think that would be the best way to describe it. It's the bike that is for you not to be seen. I think for anybody that might want to get into e-bikes and want to create that perfect balance of e-bikes, I think this is the way to go. At the beginning, I was thinking about going with a motorcycle electric bike. But then I realized that with the Bandit, it was something that I didn't have to go that route because this is something that feels like a motorcycle. And it's not as big as some of the brands that are getting into that market. I didn't want to have a problems with the law or having to register a bike because once you cross that line, then it becomes it becomes like a motor vehicle. It becomes something that you have to pay insurance. It's something that you have to deal with license plates. E-bikes are supposed to be closer to a regular bike than a motorcycle. I mean, you can blur the lines and, and have something like this, but when you have a motorcycle that is an e-bike, which is going to be heavier and bigger, it was something that I didn't think I want to go into, of having to register and having a license plate. So there you go. These are my 3 bikes, the Holy Trinity. These 3 bikes cover everything that I needed and anybody should need when it comes to e-bikes. Range, power, and functionality. And I'm very happy and lucky to be able to have this. All right, so that's it for the video. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't done so, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao. Previously on Frantic TV. So basically, after I did my unboxing of the light for the ZOOZ bike, I broke the pin to the connector. Couldn't find Sparky, which is the mechanic. I was hoping that I could fix this, the light on my ZOOZ, so I'm gonna have to come back and bring it to him another day. All right, so we are here in Inspired Cycles. This time it's open, so we're gonna make sure that we get the bike fixed. All right, let's go in. I'm doing good.
All right. Hello, girls.
Say hi. Give me light. Sweet.
Oh, it's easy. It's not the brightest,
But to have that design, I don't care. Like that design is awesome. Like I don't have to charge a light. I don't have to like put it on. It's always there, and you can hardly see it.
it's a slick design. I like the design of it, to be honest. It's just small, not too bright. It's all right for the night.
The only issue that people are having now is that now this doesn't go all around for people that do tricks. So the light is hitting the frame when it gets here. It rubs over here, so it doesn't go the 360.
You can actually put a spacer on it. If the stem.
Yeah.
I mean
And
yeah.
that's a spacer here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
you got only one space over here, but if this one's a little bit higher, you could definitely put a spacer on it. Just cut whatever.
I would think about that. And that's something that you can get easy, right?
You just gotta change the fork.
Oh, the whole fork?
That's the only downside of it.
I mean, I'm not gonna be doing.
Right.
I'm kidding myself. I don't even do wheelies. I don't even go fast. So, why don't you tell us what you did here, so that they know if something happens like that happens to another customer.
So hello guys, I'm Sparky. So what I did is basically get a new connector and just cut it off both ends, then resolder up and put the heatsink together.
And then this was new.
Yeah.
So you have to replace.
Yeah. So I just basically cut it off end to end on it from a connector, your old connector, to the new one. So just connect the two wires on it, and I extended a little bit just for you if you want to do like wide turn on stuff. So
Let's see if it turns on.
Yep. There you go. Turns on.
There you go. All right, guys, before we go, let me show you this beauty. This is a custom electric go-kart. It's a concept. It goes about 25 miles per hour, 20 to 30.
This one got a Sabaton controller on it with a BLDC motor. It has like a 45 amp controller, amp peak, and 60 volt.
And what is this over here?
So that's just for my light for now until I finish everything with my my wirings. Yeah. So that's for my light in the front, in the back.
Yeah, that's too much.
It is too bright. Not gonna lie. Yeah. So right now I'm working on the reverse on it, forward and reverse, and just gonna be nick and knocks for it for the stuff, and it should be done.
Wow. All right, so there you have it. This is something that maybe it might come out for the public. For now, it's just for him to have fun.
Yep. for fun for now, and we'll see in the next couple of years. Maybe we're gonna get something out.
All right, so there you go. Here from Inspired Cycle, here with Sparky, the head mechanic of the place. We'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao. Frantic TV, and today we are here at Nassau Coliseum for the Electrify Expo. We are here with the CEO of Spar Cycles, Matt. We are so excited. This is the first place that we came to see because we wanted to see all the new stuff that is coming up.
All right, I'll give you a little overview, and I'll tell you a couple new surprises on this batch. So the timing of the Electrify Expo has been crazy. We just got our batch of frames in last week, and so it's been like a mad dash to get stuff ready. So we built about 10 bikes up for the show so people could take them home, which is a big deal because if you look at a lot of other companies right now, their lead times are like October. So right now, if you want a bike, you could take that home. It's pretty awesome. So in terms of what's new and what's going on, so this is the Bandit. We've been building the Bandit or working on it since 2018. It's not considered an e-bike. So it's right between an e-bike and a motorcycle. So it's considered a moped. And what does that mean? It just means it's got a bigger motor, right? So it's got a 2 horsepower motor, so it's 1,500 watts, and it can go about 35, almost 40 miles an hour. The battery, what's that?
So this is the new model?
Well,
or this is
so,
like a new version of the existing model?
So one thing that we do that's a little different is we don't say like this is the 2018 Bandit, the 2019 Bandit. It's just always been the Bandit, and we've always been improving it. We don't really say like generations. We just kind of say this is the Bandit, and well, when did you buy it? Okay, well let's think. Okay, we had those specs at that time. So we have a more of a continuous improvement model rather than saying, oh, sorry you bought the 2020 model. You should have waited for 2021 kind of stuff. You know, people don't have to have that worry about, oh man, should I wait till next year for the next one to come out?
Yes.
It's always getting better, and not only that, but we try to design the bikes so that you can do the updates that were on the newer models, things like that. We also will do like a grace period, so we haven't even announced really publicly. We're gonna do that probably now and with a few other people, what the updates are on this version. But what we do is we backdate. So for the past 2 months, the people who have been buying our bikes already had the new version, they didn't know it. So they've been getting the bikes, and they're saying, hey, my battery voltage is reading really high, what's going on? And we're like, you just got the new one, you didn't even know it.
I noticed that you have a special program where you can go into the shop and you can build your own bike.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that experience?
So what people need to realize is we're a really tiny team. We only build about 300 Bandits a year, so a lot of care goes into every one of them. It's not like the other bigger companies who are doing 20,000 units a year. We're really, really small, really specialized. And so what you get with that is just a different customer experience. And one thing that we can offer is you can come by our shop and build it with us. So on checkout, you have the option to have it shipped to your house, or you have the option to pick it up built, or now you can build it with us. So if you select the build the Bandit, we schedule a time, and you come and we take the whole 8-hour day to build that bike with you. A lot of people have been doing it. We're doing like one a week right now, so it's like,
that is so awesome.
It's been fun.
I know a friend of mine who did a custom bike. It's called the Horny Bandit, and that thing is like the talk of the town. Like everybody recognized the bike, not the guy riding but the bike. It's like its own monster, and it's because of these guys. These guys are awesome.
So if you want to start on this side, so this is I'll just do every little kind of difference that's going on. The front fork, so if you look on the lower portion here, on our old fork and probably 99% of the companies around here, this piece is a standoff bracket where you mount your caliper. So these are 203 discs, so they're the biggest discs we can do on here. And normally what happens is you have to add this standoff to add that caliper. We now have an entire cast piece. This is one unit. And then the caliper is attaching to it. So that's really, really important, because what was happening is this was a bracket. You can look at the older bikes to see it. And this would loosen up over time. Right? So this unit would loosen up over time, and then we get more brake sound, and you have to do it. So this is way more rigid and way better. This is way better.
So that was one change that you made.
Yeah, one change. Another change, this is a funny one. So one of the unforeseen problems we never expected, turn signals. The number of people that dump their bikes and break their turn signals was crazy. I'd say like over 50% of people were calling us saying, I broke a turn signal. We just didn't expect that. And so we now have these like breakaway ones, right?
Oh, wow,
so
that's so cool.
that just pulls off, and it can just pop right back in. And not only that, hold on, rather than being hardwired in like every other turn signal, we now use little quick connects. So you can just feed it through and you're good to go. Like, so even if the breakaway doesn't work, let's say you break it here somehow, you can still just pop in a new one and you're good to go. So I'll do that later. But the biggest thing, the biggest difference is right there. So we've been getting asked this for a long time, and it's now happening. The whole bike is running on 52 volt. So that's a 52 volt, 25 amp hour battery. So it's about 15% bigger than the old one. So if you look at the old batteries, The old battery was about that tall. So there's a whole other line of cells on the top. And it's in a higher voltage. So 52 volt, 25 amp hour battery, 52 volt controller, 52 volt motor. So
more range.
Right. So when we're talking about voltage, a lot of people just say, "Oh, it's 52 volt. It's faster. It's faster. It's faster." It is faster, but not like crazy fast. It's more about the efficiency of the system. So when you're trying to push the same amount of watts, if you're running on a 52 volt, you can push less amps out. And when you run less amps, the whole system runs cooler. It's more reliable and it's more efficient. So it's more akin to saying my car gets 30 miles per gallon instead of 25 miles per gallon, right?
So you thought about the technology behind improving the instead of just like putting the numbers and saying this is bigger.
Yeah, sure. Well, you have to, right? Because we have to make sure that everything is going to work together. So one of the other things, if we're going to do that, we're still using the same frame. So you're going to see the rear ends. We now reinforce the whole rear ends with these 1/4 inch thick stainless steel dropouts. So if you look at a lot of other companies, we're seeing more and more companies put these big motors in, and then they keep the same frame, and it just rips out that rear end. And so this not only protects the dropout, but it's also protecting the brake caliper, because if you're moving 40 miles an hour, that needs to be reinforced too.
How's your inventory? Can people go to your website and order a bike right now, or this is something that is on pre-order?
Right. So, like I said before, we're very low volume people because our team is so small. But yeah, so we have, these 10 that are built up at the show, but also at the shop, we have enough inventory to probably make another, I think about 65, maybe 70 bikes.
Make sure if you want one of these bikes, you go ahead and go to the website, which is
sparkcycleworks.com. Right. But yeah, as far as lead times go, we're still trying to dig ourselves out of some pre-orders. So I would expect about a 2-week, maybe 2.5 week lead time.
That's good.
But most people are doing crazy customization. So if you buy a bike that is like double battery, different tires, expect some
our
more time.
camera guy, that's what he's doing.
Yeah. Expect to have us a little bit more time, right? But yeah, that's that. The bike's been doing good. I guess the only other thing I would tell you is a lot of people are probably asking about Project Javelin. What's going on with that?
Yes, I was going to ask you about that. That's a concept bike that Mac has been working on for a really long time, right?
Yeah.
So he's been riding with that bike every time he goes into a group ride. Yeah. So what's the update on that bike right now?
So I'll give you a couple really fun updates. So I finished designing prototype 2 as of last week, and it's now out for machining. So within a week or so, we should get the parts back, and I'll be able to weld the whole frame and get it assembled. We have a custom battery that is getting built for us, so that should be coming in soon too, and a custom motor as well. The controller is not custom, and that's going to be an exciting thing to talk about. It's a standard off-the-shelf controller. And so yeah, prototype 2 we should be able to show, honestly, like within a few weeks.
How close the look of the bike is gonna be from the prototype to the final product?
So from the first prototype we showed to the next one, I think people are going to be like, what the heck happened?
It's going to be different.
There are hints of the old prototype, but the new bike is just radically different. Just radically different. Essentially what happened was we had initially planned to make the first bike and then wait about 1.5 years to come out with an updated version, because there was just so much work that needed to get done. And we ultimately just said, screw it.
Just work on that one.
Let's just do it and make the second one now. So that's why we had to delay. We said, we're gonna do like 2 months of grinding and get that bike that we really want done, so that comes out.
Wow,
so,
that's awesome.
yeah. So the next prototype will be as close to the final model as possible. So what I'm going to tell you is we're working on a really interesting idea of how to launch the bike. And we're going to be open to a lot of ideas here. We're really small. But the current concept is to do a sort of Willy Wonka thing. All right? So the idea is this.
You're gonna give out chocolate?
Close. The idea is this. We're gonna build this the second prototype. It's probably gonna be the last prototype. And then we're gonna build 5 beta bikes. And then we're gonna do some type of competition, and we're gonna give away those 5 beta bikes. And the only condition is if you get one of those beta bikes, you're gonna be working with us for 3 months, because we want those people to ride them into the ground and see what's gonna break on them, all right? Fix everything that's breaking, finalize the design, and then launch it. So that kind of gives you an idea, timeline-wise, of where we are with the bike.
So crazy.
My guess is we will be able to finish prototype 2 within the next few weeks, and then do that 5 bike giveaway within a month or so after that. So I think realistically, the bike could be ready for the spring, easy, you know.
So is this Elon Musk time or the real time?
No, this is legit. No, this is legit.
Where it's gonna be like 5 years.
No.
Oh man, like thank you so much for showing your company, the bikes, what's coming next. I'm really looking forward to that launch and to see what you guys do, because if there's one thing that this company is different than the other ones is the creativity and the technology that they use. They really focus on the details, and I cannot wait to pre-order one of these bikes. The customer service is always good. You always gonna talk to somebody that's gonna help you right away. Again, this is a small company. Hopefully they stay the same way as they grow, because this company is going up. This is one of my favorite companies right now. So I'm really happy that I got the chance to talk to you, and thank you for giving us the opportunity here in Frantic TV to showcase your company. Thank you so much. And now we're gonna ride.
Have fun, yeah.
All right. We have Tim from Onyx. He's gonna talk about the company and future products and what we got going on right now here.
Correct. Yeah, so right now we have the Onyx. We have the Onyx RCR and the Onyx CTY, and we just came out with our new Onyx LZR, which is a dirt jump inspired electric bike. So we're trying with that bike in particular, because we just launched it yesterday, so I'll talk about that one first. That bike, we're trying to push the industry into a more high impact level of the electric bikes. So if you think about it from this perspective, e-bikes right now, they all are pretty much the same, right? They all are just kind of this A to B commuter, and if you try to do something crazy like drop off a loading dock with it, you probably will end up with the head tube in your face. And I've actually seen that happen, where everyone like sliced one of my friend's nose, like because the e-bike is so heavy, and the frame isn't built for that weight, and so they're using traditional like bike designs, and the head tube came up as he did a little jump, came up, hit him in the face. And so we are building a bike right now that you can do backflips, 360s, Supermans off of the biggest jumps that you can think of, and we have X Games riders right now riding that bike. So we're saying to the industry, like, literally step up your game, because that's where the industry is gonna go. Ultimately, think of snowboarding, skateboarding, it all went into freestyle, and think of the pinnacle of those videos, right? They're all at the top. Like, they're, surfing, for example, they're gonna show you the best riding, what those boards can do, but most people aren't gonna be doing that every day, right?
So what would be the category for that?
So-
Would that be like
So we're gonna call it like
BMX
a kind of
or mountain
BMX
bike?
mountain bike. We're gonna get a free ride category is what we're calling it. So it's pretty much anything you can think of: street, dirt, skate park, dirt park.
Wheelies.
You could do wheelies. Do urban commuting on it. Have a little fun on your way to work. Jump off a few stair sets, or just jump off the curb, or anything you really want to do. Wall rides. The world is your oyster in that perspective with that bike. And while when you look at it, it may not like loudly speak that, and that's kind of the point too. It's a little bit more stealthy, so you can easily get into an area where a security guard might say, "Hey, like, what are you doing?" But you could probably sit there for a while, check out your scope the spot, and do what you want.
Is this something that is already for production, or this is
It's
something?
ready. We already finished production, actually. So we're doing a pre-order right now, because it's literally coming to us right now. And then as soon as we get them, we're going to ship them out. We have a pre-order discount for them right now. It's a pretty good deal. It's online, at onyxmotorbikes.com. But once that pre-order discount is over, it's going to be the full retail price. But also to speak to the new bikes, since we have the RCR and the CTY, which we've had for a while, those are more, extreme level right now hero flagship bikes. They go, the RCR goes up to 55, 60 miles an hour. It's got a very long range. The CTY can get in anywhere from 40 to 45.
The CTY is, for people that don't know, is the one that has the slanted.
It's the step-through, yes, the step-through model.
Battery, like goes
Yeah, step-through model, easier access, more nimble, lower to the ground, lower center of gravity. And so that particular bike is a lot of fun. And actually, we're seeing reports of some people getting up to 50 miles an hour GPS. I don't know what they're doing to it, but they're reprogramming it because you can easily, with our bikes, we are all open access, open source. So you get the app, you can modify it to your liking. So you can just do whatever you want, add a big battery into it, up the controller, make it super fast, because we actually, when we give you the bike, it's only like at 50%, and that still gets you to 55 and all that torque. But if you want to increase the torque, it's insane. It's like literally like a shotgun going off between your legs.
All right, so thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right?
Okay, thank you.
This is your other model, right?
Yeah,
that's the new one.
That's new one. I just sent you the press kit for that one.
Guys, we got here a legend. If you want to ride gas bikes, this is the guy for you.
If you want to ride an e-bike, let's go.
If you want the smoke and the noise, this is your guy.
If you want the smoke, turn that camera around, and that's the smoke burner right there.
So this is very much for a durable distance ride. It's all aluminum, so if you live on the beach, if you live at the beach, then this one will not rust. It'll take you anywhere you want to go on the island, pretty much. All off an overnight charge. We got a guy in Texas that lives in about 45 acres of property.
Oh wow!
And he simply uses it. Yeah, he simply uses it to go get his mail. Just check his property. Like, he just got so much land. But that's exactly what this is for. It's the overland.
These are charge ports, right?
Yes. Yep. Absolutely.
So if you had two batteries, you would charge one or the other, or is it double charging?
You could charge them at the same time. Yeah, absolutely. And then we also have, this one doesn't have it. We started adding magnetic strips, so you could put your phone on. Now you got a GPS. Now, if you're doing DoorDash, you can see where you're going. You can buy the saddlebags to put your meals in to deliver them to customers and then you could do DoorDash all the way to Montauk and then get off and stay for the night because you made enough money to afford the nice place, right? So, to each their own. About 70% of this bike, the parts are made right in North Carolina, which is where we're out of.
Yeah.
We're trying to get as much as we can made in America. The handlebars, the seats, the frame, all North Carolina American made.
So, because there's no pedals, though, this would be a moped or a motorcycle?
This is a in North Carolina, it's class 3 moped. In New York, it's considered class 2 moped, which means you don't need to have a motorcycle license to jump on this and ride.
Wow.
You simply need a license. You do need to get it registered.
Yeah.
But beyond that, you can take this right on the street there.
That's amazing. How much does this thing weigh?
It's a good question, and if I had the right answer, I'd tell you.
I would imagine.
Why don't you get on it and see what it feels like? Just
Holy shit.
Yeah, and it's smooth too. It's all electric, so when you're riding, you can actually hear yourself think because it makes no sound. No noise.
It feels very substantial.
It's safe. It's protective. And
That's genius.
Yeah.
That's very, very smart. Because I know a lot of people who sometimes if you get into the wrong crash, this will save you from losing your foot.
You'll have to thank David on that one. He's our product designer. He's the one that thought of all of these different features. Yeah. And if you wanted to ride them too, we actually have this model over at the demo booth.
Amazing.
Go ahead and take it on the test track.
Definitely will. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at the test track here at the Electrify Expo. There's a lot to look at, so let's go check out what we got here. I'm seeing a lot of cargo bikes, a lot of very, very nice mountain bikes, but check this thing out. Look at that scooter. Look at those big tires. That thing, awful. Don't get it. Not an officially sanctioned bike.
Where were we?
Oh, so Felix says that he was gonna hang a hot dog from the ceiling, and we were gonna.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh, you want the Lady and the Tramp hot dog?
Yeah, he says he wants us to do that, but
Where'd you hear
without
about
the
that?
hot dog.
Huh?
Without the hot dog,
Without the
okay?
hot dog.
Yeah, no hot dog.
Wait,
Well,
so if that means...
There'll be 2 hot dogs involved, but...
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Ready?
All right, we're gonna take it away. You guys go have fun. Ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate you guys checking in. We're gonna be doing a lot more debauchery over here at the test track. We'll see you guys soon.
I thought you were gonna say something else. Bye.
Now we have one. Yeah. Yo, what's good? It's Terra NYC here as Mike Rios for Frantic TV. Right now we in Central Park. Beautiful weather. It's great outside. And we're here with
Blanco.
We're here with Blanco right here. We bumped into him just riding around. He's a good friend of ours. We've been riding with him for a while. He's out here on something very special, and we're just trying to figure out what it is.
Brady Blanco, I'm Dominican, I'm from Brooklyn. This is the fastest wheelchair in Brooklyn.
It's a wheelchair?
Yeah,
So-
it's a wheelchair.
And how long you been riding this? You bought it like this?
No, I made it myself. Friend Jimmy. He made another one over there. It's very, very,
Your friend
very
Jimmy's
thick.
here? Where's
Yeah,
Jimmy
friend
at?
Jimmy's over there.
So we also got Jimmy here. These guys are crazy on these machines. So are you also from Brooklyn?
Yep, from Brooklyn.
All right,
My
all
name is
right.
Jimmy Cho, not Jimmy Choo. I make chairs, not shoes. But I make chairs go 50 miles an hour. And this one holds 500 pounds. I made this one strong.
So,
And mine was just my car. My car was sitting down on the block, right? And I was like, well, I got a extra chair. Why not put it on the wheelchair and be comfortable? And it feels like I'm riding my car, you know what I mean?
How many volts are you running?
Me, 60 volt right now.
And you, Jimmy?
Also 60 volts.
60 volts. And you said you wanted to upgrade to a 72.
Yeah, I want to be the fastest wheelchair in the world. Not in Brooklyn.
That's lit, that's lit.
Yeah,
and what
yeah.
brought you guys to the park today?
The beautiful weather.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and everything that comes with it, you know what I mean?
Gotta test out the rides, right?
These two new rides, we're testing them out today in Central Park, New York, on Frantic TV.
The best part is that they wheelchairs, right? But look at these guys, fully healthy.
We not handicapped.
But if you ever get pulled over on a fast wheelchair, all you need is that right there.
Yeah, just to legitimize the handicap experience. If you want to, you could also walk with the walker.
But right now we're telling them too much, so we'll see y'all later. Frantic TV, we out.
Coming to you live from New York City, Felix Mariano. So yeah, the inspiration for Jackrabbit, I mean, we come from the bike industry. One of our co-founders designed a bike called the Titan Flex. If you look up Titan Flex, you'll see it's a racing bike. It's won the Ram, which is the Race Across America. That bike's his bike has won that race 4 times. So we're like real bike designers. We love full-size bikes, but we realize that full-size bikes are just kind of overkill sometimes.
But this is not your first model?
No, well, we have a couple different models, but we've designed bikes before Jackrabbit as well, just full-size regular pedal bikes as well, right? Racing bikes, you know?
Racing bikes, okay.
Yeah, and so we kind of realized that bikes are great, full-size bikes are great, but they just don't go that many. You got to think about the pre-ride, the mid-ride, and the post-ride, you know? And so and electric, you know, more and more electric options were coming out. And we're all from Southern California. We also skateboard and snowboard and all that sort of type stuff. But skateboards and scooters, to us, the wheels being too small, it's not as stable or relaxed as a ride as what we wanted, kind of, right? You know, and so we conceived of the concept of this hybrid between scooters and full-size bikes, basically.
I can see that you don't have pedals, so
we don't have pedals, yeah. And
so I guess this is a scooter.
This is legally in New York. This is a scooter, yeah. And so it's 32 pounds, right? You know, it's like lighter than a lot of scooters, right? You know, 32 pounds, and our smaller model's 24 pounds. You know, and so like people ask like, who's this for? And we are like, it's for everybody.
That's for everyone.
Yeah. And we say like it's for 9 to 90. You know, we do have 90-year-olds who ride Jackrabbits, and we have 9-year-olds who ride Jackrabbits, but everything in between. I was telling the guy who was just here, like the New York Rangers, they ride Jackrabbits. Jacob Trouba, the captain of the Rangers, rides Jackrabbits. Travis Pastrana, Ken Roxon.
Pastrana, I like that guy.
Yeah, he rides an OG. Ken Roxon rides an XG, this model, you know. And they all just kind of discovered us, and so we have we have NFL players, NHL players, you know.
It's not that small now that I see it.
No, it really is, and we have
things like that.
Have you ridden one yet? Go to our test course right over here as well. Yeah. Go ride our test course. You'll see all the models, and it's a mobility solution, so it's super useful, especially for places like New York. New York is a huge market for us. We sell at the last mile. They're based in Hudson Yards area now.
Big cities, this is perfect.
It's perfect. It gets flat. It fits in cars. You can take it. I take it up and down the subway, stairs. I go up 2 or 3 flights of stairs. It's not a big deal. It can carry it over the turnstile, right? You know, it's that light, right? Yeah, and you can fly with it as well. I flew here with this bike as well.
In the inside the plane?
Yeah. This is legal to fly.
Just like that?
No, so the handlebars come off. I can show you very easily how the handlebars come off. We have a travel bag.
I can see this. Yes.
Yeah, and the batteries come out. So here's the batteries, right? You know.
Like, what kind of battery do you have here?
The XG has 2 batteries. These are our batteries are ranked by how we classify them as by range. So we have 2 different batteries, 2 different battery models. This is our standard battery. If you know about the battery biz and everything, this guy's good. Yeah, these are Moly cells, or these batteries are the cells within here. They're the most expensive cells. Hold on, just 1 second.
42 volts.
Yeah, so it's a 42 volt. It's a 36 volt system. It runs on 36 volts. This is 151 watt hours. So the FAA and the TSA allow batteries between 100 and 160 watt hours, like laptop batteries, like power tool batteries. You can fly with those, so you can fly with these. So you can fly with 2 batteries in your carry-on, and you check the bike, right? So
does it handle 2 batteries or?
Yeah. There's 2 batteries in this bike.
There's another one there. Okay.
There's another one right here. Yeah, and this is a battery balancer in between the 2 that manages voltage regulation between the 2 batteries. It runs off both batteries.
The design is kind of interesting. I have a background in UX design.
Oh yeah, I do too. Yeah. I was a UX designer. It's my first career.
I can tell, like, as a user, it's better, instead of having a big battery, having 2 small battery. Like it's so perfect for the size and the functionality of it.
Well, we say it has unlimited range, right? Because like you just pop another battery in. We sell batteries. They're $200 for another battery. That's not much, you know. We also sell a battery called the Range Buster that you can see over at our booth. Those are $400, but they're 10 amp hour. You'll get 24 plus miles with that battery. So if you put 2 of those batteries in this bike, it's 48 miles, plus the 2 batteries that came with the bike, 20 more in your backpack, you know, like, range is not an issue.
You have a display here.
Yep, and
are they connected or no? They're separate. The batteries.
They're connected. They're running. They're running in parallel. Yeah. So it'll run on one battery. It'll run on both batteries. It doesn't matter. Yeah.
So you don't have to switch it. You just
No.
leave it there.
Yeah. Yeah. And you can charge batteries out of the frame, but there's a charge port underneath the bike as well. So
I can see that.
Yeah. And there's headlight ports on the side as well. I have a headlight plugged in. There's a tail light port on this as well. I don't have a tail light on it right now, but yeah.
Those are like accessories?
Yeah, those are headlight and tail light comes with the XG, but our other bikes we sell as accessories. This has high-rise handlebars on it. Has some different foot peg accessories. So we got a bunch of, come over to our booth and pay us a visit, Felix.
Thank you so much for showing me this, and the next thing will be for me to ride it.
Awesome. Yeah, swing by. Yeah, great talking to you. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yo, this guy over here, he's a great YouTube supporter. You already know Angel, he's on that SurRon. We got the S3 crew out here. You already know we got the Wait. Shit out here, baby.
Subscribe twice.
Yeah, subscribe.
You really got to do something to educate these people on the cheap batteries. Talk to my boy Richie from Frantic TV.
All right, here we go. Felix, over here. So we are here live at the big one. There is so much drama going on, and as you can tell, people are live. We're going to talk to us.
Coming to you live from New York City, Felix Mariano.
Guys, welcome back to Frantic TV. And I gotta tell you, in New York, you always run into something special. And today is no different. We got here the founder of Lyric e-bikes, Andy. And I'm so excited because I seen the bike, the promos, and I seen that, but I never seen that in person.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have her, just for the people that don't know about the company, just give us like the scoop of what the company is about and where you're heading.
You bet. And you know what? You're one of the first people to see this bike in person. I literally just picked it up here and assembled it, and so yeah, no one's really seen it or ridden it just yet.
This is a prototype?
This is one of our demo bikes, yeah. It's the Graffiti X. So Lyric Cycles is a Canadian company. We started in Squamish, BC. So my business partner and co-founder, Andrew, is in Squamish now. He does all of the product design. We started with the Graffiti, which our original model was kind of a hybrid of these two bikes.
Yes.
We got a lot of feedback that people wanted a rear suspension, and then we figured, well, let's up the ante a bit and make this one more powerful. So we've got the regular Graffiti here, and then this is the Graffiti.
Oh, I can see that. Yes, it has a hardtail.
So
okay.
Similar styles, but we adjusted the frame on this one.
Did you change the battery on this one?
We did, yeah. So this is a 60 volt, 40 amp hour.
Nice.
We've got a 3,000 watt motor. It has 7,200 peak watts, full rear suspension. It hits 45 plus miles an hour. So in testing, it actually got up to 50, but we're marketing it as 45 plus.
So how's the torque? Because this is something that people in New York, they really look into, like when you're talking traffic.
Yeah.
You want to keep up with the cars, and you are on a traffic light. And some of these bikes, it takes like a few seconds for you to move forward.
No,
here in New York, you need to be fast.
The acceleration on this is quick. It's not so fast that it's going to throw you off, but it's like Andrew worked really hard on. So he's been working directly with ASI to tune everything. And so yeah, we're super excited about this one. We've already done a bunch of pre-sales in January, and over 50% of the batch sold out in 1 week when we did our pre-sale. So this one's hitting actual sales in 3 weeks. So we've got reservations right now where if you buy the reservation, you're gonna get 15% off when it launches, so it's a great deal.
So you can pre-order this right now. Is this something that you can go to the website? What's the website for this?
Yeah, lyriccycles.com.
And you can pre-order it today. And
well, you can get the reservation, and then the actual pre-sales will start May 28th.
And what this go for? The price?
$39.99.
Oh, that's cool.
The one thing I didn't mention too, it's got a carbon belt drive, so you can't see it from that angle, but that's like keeps it nice and low maintenance.
I'll do the magic of YouTube, and I'll show it on top of it.
Perfect. And then the other thing is it's got like a beautiful 6,000 lumen headlight, so when you're riding at night, it's perfect.
So are you're riding with us, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna ride the second.
All right, so we have to saddle up and we have to test this baby out. Hopefully we can see this bike more on Frantic TV in the future, so we can keep track of the progress of the company. So we'll see you later. New York!
I'll be back.
Welcome back to Frantic TV. Here we are with Matt. He works with Naxeon here. He's going to answer all questions. And we're going to give you a warning. It's going to be some hard questions.
I'm always about challenges. I love a good challenge, so bring it.
So just to give you some background,
okay?
There was a video that SurRon did,
okay,
about this bike where it kept shutting off, right? Actually, you guys send them a new one, and the same thing happened. Eventually, you guys made a video saying that it was a sensor that was causing the problem. A sensor there when you sit down because of his weight or something. What we wanted to know is this something that is already fixed? All the models are going to come with that feature fixed, and also we want to know about the rest of the tech.
So we have added, there was 12 sensors, we have 18 sensors in here now. And also our team, because we do over-the-air technology that we're able to change things, from OTA, we were able to implement a system in here called Stone Age. So now you can turn off the sensors on the bike. You can also turn it off to where you can hold your brake and go uphill now. And you can also turn it off to where you can have the kickstand, if it's broken, you can still drive if the kickstand is broken, because usually when the kickstand's down, you wouldn't be able to drive. We're able to implement those into our system with our technology.
So this is something that now is going to be a control here, modified here, so you can set up your settings.
Correct. I can get further into detail about that. We turn on the bike.
All right, so you were going to show me about the tech.
Let me go ahead and turn the bike on.
So we have the NFC card.
So it's an NFC card. So this is how you operate turning the bike on. And you're also able to operate it from your phone using our cloud service once you download the app when you purchase the vehicle. Okay? You subscribe to our cloud service, and that is the way that you're able to track your bike. You can allow certain people to be able to have access to the bike and certain people not to. So with the NFC card, just tap it right there. The bike is on. So let me go into Stone Age mode with you. Let's start with that.
Yes.
So go into here, go into vehicle control. Stone Age. Turn on, turn off. So go to customize. So for instance, with the sensor, that being the main issue in SurRon's video, so we were able to address this. So that's turned on now.
So that was the software update or both?
Software update.
Software update, okay.
Yeah. So no sensor. I'm not sitting on the bike. going in reverse.
Besides the sensor, was there any other issues that you came across with the prototype?
So I wouldn't say there were issues. There was certain things that, you know, certain potential customers asked of us. So for instance, when we were in the San Francisco show, some people didn't like the fact you couldn't hold the brake and hit the gas. Especially because these are some people that are motorcycle enthusiasts.
Yes.
And, you know, that's not something that you're used to. You have to get used to it. So, you know, with that feedback, we were able to, it is turn off. Here, we'll turn off all these. So now I can hold the brake and go for 5 seconds. Because when you're going up steep hills, especially in San Francisco, you want to be able to hold your brake and hit the gas. So that was also something that we did with Stone Age. And that was from getting feedback from, you know, the customers here at the Expo doing the demos.
It will be nice to get some shortcuts where you can just disable and make it ride like almost like a pedal bike.
You know, we're always evolving. We take the feedback from the customers and we do what's best for them, because at Naxeon, we care about what the customer thinks and we love their feedback because it helps us grow as a company on what you're wanting them to purchase. And when situations happen like SurRon's video, you have to fix the issue and make it right. And that's what we did. That's what our company did, and the manufacturer stands by us.
Actually, I think that was the best course of action for you guys to right away say, we saw the problem, we fixed the problem. Because some companies, they usually go silence and they go behind and they try to figure out what's going on. But you guys, I think, in my opinion, you did it the right way. You said, yes, he was right. There was something going on that didn't work, and then you fix the problem. And that's what customers, they want to see.
That's because we have integrity.
Exactly. They want it. You know, the climate right now is like a lot of companies are going down under because they don't
care about the customer. They care about pushing volume, and they don't care about taking care of the customer, the person that makes them and sets them where they need to be at the top.
So for somebody to click order, like, they need some reassurance from the company that they're gonna have the integrity and the morals to really like deliver. And if it doesn't happen, then like respond right away. And this is something that they look for.
Yeah, so another thing we did with that happening, you know, in the video with the sensor issue and, you know, people maybe not having as much faith on the product at that point. But once we did the Stone Age, we also came out with first 300 purchasers, you get a 5-year warranty on the bike. You get 1 year of AAA subscription.
I mean, this is great. Thank you so much for your time.
No, thank you for your time.
This is something that I really was looking for. I made a video about you guys before, talking about what happened before, and I'm so happy that I was able to ask my questions and for people to know, for different media outlets, what the company is about. This is something that I want to bring to my clients. If they want to buy something like this, they need to know who they're getting this from.
They need to know they're buying it from someone with integrity that actually cares about the customer and not just about their own pockets.
Now you have a believer. Now I think you guys.
I appreciate that. I appreciate your time.
I thank you, man.
You really got to do something to educate these people on the cheap batteries. Talk to my boy Richie from Frantic TV.
All right, here we go. Felix, over here. So we are here live at the big one. There is so much drama going on, and as you can tell, people are live. We're gonna talk to us.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make him lose his virginity riding this back boy. Today is Black Friday, and since I have everything that I need, I'm not out there shopping. I'm riding my bike. So I'm here in Bloomfield. I want to show my bike to a friend of mine. His name is Eugene. He's part of my cycling crew, and I'm trying to convince him to jump into e-bikes. So every time I'm in Bloomfield, New Jersey, I like to try this trail. I mean, it's not a trail. It's just that they have all these power grids. So usually people with dirt bikes, they usually come here and and go around. I don't know if you're supposed to be here, but I see a lot of people doing it. So, oh, it's a good thing that I put the fender. Look, look at all the water. I mean, it's working. All right, so what do we have around here? Oh man, it goes for miles, it looks like. So this whole thing is the power grid for this area, I guess. All right. I think that's good enough. Let's go back to the house. We got here my good friend Eugene 2.0, because the first version was for the bicycles, and now he's gonna try this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make him lose his virginity riding this back boy. He's gonna put his booty right here.
That sounds a little
gay. All right. Okay, so we got Eugene here suited up with the helmet. It didn't almost fit because he has a big head. That's what you said. All right.
Okay,
So now,
good to go?
So turn it just a little bit so you can feel the power.
Okay.
You feel the power?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when you feel more comfortable, then you can do the sports mode. But for now, just leave it there. That's gonna be 20 miles per hour.
Okay.
If you hit this, then it's gonna be like 35. Okay. All right, so go down the street. Let me know. All right, Eugene. Good luck. Hit it. Hit it. Oh, I can see that he's having fun. Oh! Okay, I can see the smile on his face. We have a conversion here.
That's pretty cool, huh?
Okay, so turn it off so you don't whiskey throttle. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so now tell me how you felt.
Felt like a kid on a power wheel.
Do you like how it feels?
It feels good, yeah. It feels good.
Is this something that maybe you can
definitely
can buy something like this?
Feels like a good toy.
Okay, so I think
That's
we have a winner.
Yeah.
We have a winner.
The only deciding factor is the price. How bad
are,
is the price?
They are expensive.
Okay.
So yes. So this will go for $4,300, and then the other one that I have, the big one, which is faster and it has a longer range.
Faster?
Yes, it's
Wow.
a 6.
Okay.
Okay.
The big ones. So this is the one that usually Liani uses.
Okay.
But for you, it's perfect because of the size and everything.
Trying to say I'm a kid size?
All right, so we're gonna do the pedal assist. So he's gonna do the pedal assist. We're gonna put it on level 1. So why don't you go forward and then start pedaling, and you're gonna feel it. Yeah.
Pedal like crazy, and then it starts to go out of nowhere.
All right, so there you go. So now we're gonna have another rider. Eugene is gonna start shopping around for a bike, but we have to check with his wife first. All right, guys. So we're gonna leave it here. That's it for the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao.
Bye.
I'll be back.
How's it going, everybody? This is Matt from Spark, and today we're going to talk about the Javelin Prototype 2.
All right, guys, so we are watching live the unveil of the prototype 2 of the Javelin. This is the first time that we see this. We have Matt here, which he's going to go over all the details.
Handlebars of the bike. On your right-hand side, you're going to see 2 buttons. Now, this is really important. One button activates a turbo. This is an overdrive. It will push way more amps into the system for a short period of time. You can't hold this turbo down all the time. And there are waiting periods in between when you can use it. So you got to make sure that you time it right. The other button is very unique. If we look down at the controls, if you switch the toggle to the down position, that lower button is a cruise control function.
I like that vintage style in the
That's
gauges.
not too exciting. But if we now flip it up into the top mode, you've entered something that we call game mode. Game mode will remind you of some of those older Nintendo racing games. So what does that mean? Well, depending on a few parameters, you will have the ability to use the turbo, or you will have the equivalent of what's commonly known as the red shell. Yes, the Javelin has a radio transmitter in it. That allows it to connect to other Javelins. And when you're on a racetrack, you can use your deactivating button to take down other riders out there. Now, it doesn't take them down the entire time,
Okay.
but it provides about a 1.5 seconds of throttle cut. So think about it, you're on the track. You can either decide to use your turbo to pass somebody, or you can use your deactivate button and take somebody's power out for 1.5 seconds. This is all leading to something that we are working on in the background, which is a racing league. We want to work with other electric bike manufacturers to begin establishing a racing league around the country. Cars
That is big,
have
guys.
go-karts
That
all the way
is
up to
big.
Formula One.
Racing
Two-wheel
between
vehicles
electric bikes?
only have motorcycles or dirt bikes. With the popularity of e-bikes on the rise, we think it's time that a low-speed racing league gets developed. If we look at the controls on
I
your
would sign
left
up
side,
for that.
you have your main motorcycle functions. You have your turn signals, you have your high beam, you have your horn, but there is a new lever, and that is a active regen throttle, if you want to call it that. It's not really a throttle, though. If we look at other e-bike companies, The regen function is more like a light switch. It's either on or off. This new lever allows you to gradually add or remove regen. When you ride the Javelin, it's very uncommon to actually use the main hydraulic brakes. Most of the time, you are throttling with this hand and pressing that regen lever to brake. Let's talk more about some of the components that we've used on the bike. So, working our way down the bike is the controller. So the controller we have used is completely open source, and we're going to keep it open source. You can actually connect to it using Bluetooth or a computer app. You can get into the programming and dial everything. So if you'd like to prioritize efficiency, you can do that. If you want to prioritize just high speed all the time, you can do that too. There's also the ability to engage something called flux weakening, which is a little techie, but it would give you a little bit higher top speed at the compromise of battery life. You can even adjust the throttle the way that throttle feels on the output. So if you want it to be really torquey right off the bat, you can do that. Or if you want it to be a slower ramp up, you can adjust that too. So continuing to push backwards is the battery. So it is a fully.
So I guess he's gonna have a. He's gonna have an app to control the settings.
But more importantly, a lot of people will keep the bike in their garage or something, and they just want to take the battery inside to charge it. If you fold the seat to the side, the battery now slides out, and you can bring it in.
That's good.
Battery
taking out the battery.
A motor in the back that is 3,000 watts. So by standard, it will be a 72 volt, 3,000 watt system, and it's running a 26-inch wheel. This combination is really efficient. It provides good torque, really good high top speed, and just amazing range. What's interesting is we have specified a controller that is way over what this bike actually needs. And we have decided to do a hub motor instead of a mid-drive for a very specific reason. This is not a dirt bike. You're not taking this off jumps. So prioritizing a good balance from the front to rear wheel is not as important. So we can do a rear motor and not worry about taking a jump and having the rear wheel dip down. But more importantly, these hub drives have become very reliable and are very easy to replace. What does that mean? If something happens with the motor, changing it out is as easy as changing a tire. You just undo the two axle nuts, pop it off, go to the controller, unplug it, and pop in a new one. Well, there's an interesting side effect to that. Because we use a very overpowered controller for what this thing needs, theoretically, you could put on a different motor. So we've tried to make this bike not only easy to repair, but easy to upgrade and adjust down the road. Some other interesting features on the bike would be the fact that we actually utilized spools on the rear swing arm, and that allows you to use a nice motorcycle stand so you can pop it up and work on the bike and not have to worry about that thing falling over on you or test the motor or do whatever you need to do. As far as design goes with the Javelin, the bike you see is the second prototype. But what you should know is we have already finished working on the third design. The third design will no longer be a prototype bike. Instead, what we would call it is a pre-production. Well, this gets into the timeline of the launch. Our process will be finish this second prototype in street test, build 3 pre-production bikes, and send them around the country. We're going to get into how we're going to do that, but just get ready. You're going to start seeing these bikes around the country, and people are going to be riding them that you know, and you'll be able to even probably test ride these pre-production bikes depending on where you live in the country. Those pre-production bikes will run for about 3 months throughout the entire winter, and we will take all that information to refine, and then we will launch the bike in the spring of next year. One thing that some people have noticed about Spark is we almost never show renders. We never show graphics of like what the bike is gonna look like because inevitably it never comes out the same way in real life. Anytime we show you anything on the Javelin, just realize that it is a real product. It's something that has really been riding on the road, and it's not just something that's been stuck in a computer. We think that's important because, you know, we've seen a lot of other companies launching bikes that they make a fancy graphic up, and it's never been refined, it's never even been tested on the road, and then they go to launch it, and then they have problems, and that causes that bike to get a year or two of delays before it comes out. The way we do this, we can be very confident. So, that's the Javelin. You're going to start seeing more information on Prototype 2. We'll be showing this thing on the road quite a bit more. And we really want to hear what you guys think about it, what we can do to improve this design, what parts do you really like, what do you not like. The more information we can get from you, the better, and the better the product is going to turn out. That's it for now. Hope you guys liked what you saw, and get ready for a lot more videos coming out on this bike in the next week or so. All right.
All right, so there you go. So just to give you a recap, this thing is going to be fully customizable. This is something that people really like. They really like to have a bike that is open for you to do anything that you want. The motor is going to be in the rear, so it's not going to be in the middle. The way I feel about that is if he can make it that the torque is good, I will be happy, because that's something that I love about my SurRon, that when you twist the throttle, it goes. Especially when you're sitting on a red light and you have cars next to you, and then maybe when you're riding a Super 73 and you hit that throttle, you just stay on the same spot. Yeah, that's not a good look. So that's why that is something that I would love to have in the Javelin. The other thing is that he's gonna have 3 beta bikes. So probably he's gonna send it around different YouTubers, so they can test it out. They're gonna report back to him, so they can see any issues that come with the bike. And I gotta tell you, this is something that I like about Spark Cycles, because it's like Matt said, they really test their product, and not in secret. They will show you the bike, and they will show you what the bike is doing. I think it's something that says a lot about the company. It's something that they really want a good product. That's their main focus. They want to make sure that they have something that people are going to love. And so far, the products that they have has been having a lot of good reviews. I know people that have switched completely from a Super 73 to a Spark Cycle Bandit. So right now they have a pretty track record, and that's a lot for you to say, comparing to a company that sells more products than you. They are planning to have that bike in production or pre-production in spring. I would love to see that bike in person. I think it looks good. But the things that I probably would change, or I'm not a big fan of, will be the tires. I think I don't know, they look a little bit skinny for that bike. But the frame, I like the frame. I like the handles. This was a presentation by Matt, the CEO of Spark Cycle Works, with the new product, the Javelin. This is something that we are going to follow up. Hopefully we get a chance to see the bike in person and have a group ride and see what this bike is all about. This is it for the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Ciao. All right, guys, so we are here with Chris. He has something small to show us. All right, I'm ready.
Say hello to my little friend.
So that's what he has, something small. So what do first of all, what is the name of this and what's going on here?
This is from a scooter company that they came out. This is the second model. They had the first one. It's called the Roadrunner Pro. And this is the second version. The second version, I just love it because it has the shock. This is not stock, okay? These are...
oh, you changed the...
I changed the stock. Okay. And the only thing I did on this whole bike is change the stock and then the visor in the front. That's it. And I put my little bag in there and my speaker on top. But that's it. It comes the way you see it.
So what made you get something like this? What's the benefit of having something like this?
You know, I've been in the accident, so I can't go over high. I can't go over high chairs and high seats, and it's unbalanced for me. And right now, I'm still fixing my SurRon right now. So, but this is my new little child. She's fast, and
you feel more secure, more in control.
A little. She's a little wild.
How fast?
It goes 60 miles.
60?
60 miles.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she's
faster than a SurRon.
A stock SurRon, yes. This is 2,000 watts front and rear. The battery is a 60 volt, 31 amp.
So you didn't change the battery?
No, battery stock.
It comes like that?
Yes. The only thing is the Roadrunner 1 has longer distance. It's a 60-35, I think. But this one it's a 60-31, but it does its damage. I rode this from Pier 17 into Coney Island and back, no charge.
Wow, this is amazing. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna try it on, and I'm gonna tell you what I think about this cute little thing.
Yeah, little Roadrunner, yeah, little beast.
All right, you hold this.
Okay.
Helmet first.
Safety first, all the time. She's on level 3, so it's on normal speed and everything.
Throttle?
It's a domino throttle, so it could be a little tricky. So just do it slowly and then speed off. Right. If you have to, link forward and you'll be good. Okay?
Whoa!
Yeah. Yeah.
The response is
on
crazy.
Point. Yes.
You gotta be careful.
Okay.
You do a wheelie.
Yeah, have fun. And that's on 3. Now.
Okay,
she's a little dangerous when she's on 5. Go ahead, lean forward. Yeah, lean forward and.
No, this is not safe.
Just slowly, go, have fun. Slow down.
I can't stop.
Yeah. Just go slow. Just tap it slow. Yeah. Crazy, right? I told you.
No, but this mode, this is too dangerous. You have to change that. It's too much.
No,
like you touch it and it jumps.
Sensitive, yeah. Domino.
Yeah, but you have to tune that thing.
Yeah.
You can get into an accident. Yeah, lower that thing to those.
To 3. That's all I leave it on. I leave it on 3, and she runs pretty well.
It's kidding. As soon as you touch it, like it's burning rubber.
A little kickstand. There he goes.
Oh my God! You got yourself, and you didn't modify this.
Nothing. Come stock, just like this.
Man, this is like a hitting monster.
Yeah, a lot. That's why in New York it's been sold out.
Has been sold out?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be getting this now from the company, but I told them to mail it to me directly, and I got it earlier.
This is crazy.
Yeah, she's a beautiful little beast.
Oh my God, man. Thank you so much for sharing your bike. Make sure you see the Puerto Rican flag on the side.
Yeah,
is Felix Mariano from Frantic TV, and here we are in Staten Island with Jeff from AB360?
JB360.
Yeah, that's the J. The J
Yeah.
is for Jeff.
Yeah.
So if you don't remember Jeff, the first time that we met, it was at the tunnel with John Andrews. And the guy came to me and said, hey, do you want to race? And I was like, what you got there? And he was like, no, I don't have anything. It's like, oh, I was okay. Man, the guy destroyed me.
3, 2, 1, go!
This is bullshit. I don't even want to be on this street.
He got some souped up stuff in that bike. It was crazy. But then we became friends, and now we are here for the first time in Staten Island. I think this is your first group ride, right?
Yeah, so today is the first Staten Island group ride, hopefully one of many more. And we're just going to be touring Staten Island, pretty much one big loop around the island. It's about like 27 miles. And man, it's going to be crazy. That's all I could say. That's all I could say.
Say that again, because don't touch that.
Now this guy with the Onyx, no good. Yeah, but no, I appreciate everyone for coming, and you know, we got a good turnout here, and hopefully everybody has fun.
And we have an exclusive here because this is the first time that we see Jeff with the helmet off. Look at that pretty face. Okay, back to myself in the studios.
Hey. Jump on your tail. Know that they talking, they telling them tales. Just know how to tell that for the sales. Hey, they talk like they got it, but they need to stop it. I'm leading with logic, my heartbeat is frosted. I seen it, got optics I needed from Shawty. She mean with the top, and it's obvious. They need him a target, I'm dodging their darts, make them reach for the stars. I'm dumping, I'm forcing the pun off the runs. I'm moving with caution, I'm saucing my nigga is nothing. From nothing to something they'll never be. Tycoon and I'm Dre with the thizzle face. I'm nothing my section has ever seen. Run the ice so I'm clutch, I don't need a screen.
So this is Felix from Frantic TV, and we have the one and only And el Diablo is Omar! So Omar is gonna show us a new one-of-one e-bike that he has here. He's gonna go to all the details so you can see what a beautiful bike we have here. So we're gonna switch it over to Omar.
Thank you, Felix. All right, my name is Omar, and I'm gonna show you the E-Roy Arc Hero model here I got. So I got 60 volt, 22 amp hour battery on it. I got KKE front and back suspension. I also got a 2000 watt motor, Magura T5 e-stop brakes, carbon fiber, and then I have my plate here. So it has everything, one of one, E-Roy, my name, my Instagram, and my YouTube. I also got the nice seat. So it got suede on the top, nice stitching, and then it has like kind of leather around it, but I love it. Very small and compact. It's kind of the size of the RX, but I feel like it's a little lower. Well, it's and then this came out to around close to 5,000, around that range. But again, this is all stock, so I think it's well worth it. And it is an investment at the end of the day, so yeah.
And also,
Back to Felix.
everybody is talking about this. This is something this is what the e-bike community is. When we go to group rides and we see something like this, it's something that we look for. We want to do mods, we want to do update, and once in a while we want to do like Rockstar Omar here and change the whole thing.
Eventually.
All right, so there you go. This is the new, what was the name of it?
E-Roy Arc Hero.
So let me ask you a question. Are they selling this? Do they have a website that you can promote, or it's just?
Yeah, so their website is eroybikes.com, and they have two models right now. They have the Nemesis, which is a 48-volt system, and then they have this one. It comes in 52 volts and 60 volts. So you can check up on the website what they have, and if you have any questions, you can shoot an email to the guys. And if you want a discount code, you can use code Diablo for something off. You know what I'm saying? It's a discount. So yeah.
All right, so there you go, guys. Andel Diablo is Omar. Make sure to follow him in social media with the same name, and also on his YouTube channel. All right, so we're going to take it over. Thank you so much, guys. We'll go back to the studio. Wow, you know that you had a lot of fun when you get to your final destination and it's 10% and blinking. So the bike will only let me go 50 miles per hour. But luckily, my car is here. Guys, welcome back to Frantic TV. Today we have a bike that, if you look at it this way, you think it's a motorcycle, right? But it's not. It's actually an e-bike. And I have here the owner that's gonna tell me like some of the specifics about this bike.
All right, so I'm not a bike head, but I definitely like this bike. This is the Super SOCO SC or TC Super. It comes with 2 lithium-ion batteries. You have one right here on the ground, one right here, 30 amps. If you carry just one, it'll give you about 30 miles to 40 miles range, and then you can just use this for storage. Sit this up top, hide your valuables down there. But you know, in the city, we never sleep, so I like to go the full 80 miles. You just drop this in. Usually I don't have a beer in my hand.
And we're not riding. We're just we're gonna keep them here.
Yeah, we're done for the day. I'm a walk home.
And what's the company, the brand?
Super SOCO. I don't know if it's FTC, but you could Google it.
Where you got this bike from?
I bought this from 14th Street and 2nd Avenue. The e-bike store over there.
Oh.
It was the only one they had. I just had my other e-bike stolen, so now I know better. This was the only keyless start one. What can I say? It's great because my wife likes to ride with me, so it's perfect for 2 people. I don't know if you have big women in your lives, but she's only like 110, 120 pounds, and I'm 200. So this bike handles it very well. When the cops pull me over, it's not to ask for insurance or anything. They just say it's sweet.
All right.
Like that. What else could I say about this? I've had this since September, and it still rides like it's a brand new baby. Adjustable foot pegs. It's a little heavy bike, but it has the governor on, so it's street legal, which only goes 25, 30 miles an hour. But if you hold this down and this for about 20 seconds, and then you flip this again, you could take off the governor. Now you're going about 55, 60 miles per hour.
Sweet. So there you go, guys. This is the motorcycle that thinks it's an e-bike, but it's a motorcycle.
Also, I'm a New York City realtor, so it makes sense to have an electric bike. You guys want to email me, I'll get you the keys to the city. I'm on Instagram, all in the city. And you can directly email me, Alan Ray at rosnyc.com. Holla at your boy.
So here we have Nico. He's experienced with this. He had his bike for 2 months. It's not this one. It's the one over there. But let me ask you a question. Like, how's your experience with this bike?
I came from the Light Bee, so I'll talk about my experience jumping from the Light Bee to the Ultra Bee. And I would say that the Ultra Bee is a complete upgrade from the frame, the swing arm, the battery, the seat, the suspension, both front and back. So overall, it's a more comfortable experience. And when you're buying the Sur Ron Ultra Bee, you're mostly buying it for the comfort. Like there's a lot of comfort mods here, because on the regular Light Bee, you could still, make that a little fast, even with just the controller, not even just the battery yet. But yeah, it's been a great experience. You don't really have to change much out the box. Just if you felt like you needed to change the tires, you could change the tires. But other than that, it's pretty good.
Nico, don't you think like this might be too good? In the sense, like, yes, it's better in every way, but doesn't this get closer to the real dirt bike? Regular dirt bikes are not legal. You either have to go off-road or you have to register. Don't you feel like this might be more problematic for the cops than the other one?
Well, if we're gonna talk details, like to be very specific about it, then under the law, the Light Bee is actually considered an e-bike, and this bike on paper is considered a motorcycle. So there is a pro and a con to this. You are on a heavier bike, It is more dangerous. It's definitely not what the Light Bee is at all. It does cross into the realm of a motorcycle. I mean, I'll be frank, you're doing wheelies, you're gonna get attention on this bike. Why? Because once the bike is in the air, you know, it looks like a full-size motorcycle, whereas the Light Bee, it's part mountain bike, and, you know, it looks the part. So, you know, when the bike comes in the air, it doesn't look as crazy. It's not really as much of as a big deal. But overall, I would say that, you know, as long as you ride the same way you ride a Light Bee, you'll be just fine with the cops. You know, don't wild out, you know, don't speed, you know, don't go on sidewalks, don't go crazy, and you'll be just fine. You know,
is this version the because I know SurRon have two versions, one for Europe, which is with headlights and turn signals, and the one for the US was supposed to be like off-road only. Which one is this one and the one that you got?
So this one is the off-road version, same one as mine. I also have the off-road version.
Oh, so you don't have the signals? You don't
I don't have the signals.
Okay.
However, they're both exactly the same. The road legal version and the off-road version are the exact same bikes. The only difference is the lights and the turn signals. That's it.
And where can people purchase this? Is there a place in New York City, or you have to order overseas?
There's a couple of ways you could buy it. So Built E-Bikes has them on sale right now that you could buy them. I pre-ordered it off of Built E-Bikes. That's how I got mine. NYC Bolt has the Chinese version, the road legal version.
The road legal, okay.
So they can sell you those. But to note though, very important, the charger for the Chinese version, it's not the USA version.
Oh wow! So you need an adapter.
Yeah, you need the adapter for that, and it's not practical to carry in a book bag, so it's not something that you can really carry around with you. But the USA version has the USA charger that fits inside the seat.
Because they make it for this market. So there you go, man. So you have options. This is the experience based on Nico of what it is to own one of these. I still think that this will cause a lot of attention to the law authority. Oh, this is his bike here. He changed the decals.
Yeah, the decals. The
Actually,
and the tires.
that would be a good thing to do. let me put it back. Hold on, so you can see it side by side. So basically, I think that would be a good thing to do to hide that it's a bigger bike.
No, it is. I mean, I put bigger bars. I put bigger tires.
Also, you made it bigger.
Yeah, I made it slightly bigger. Yeah, and it's gonna get even bigger than that because I'm gonna put the 1821 on very soon.
Oh man, so there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Man, this is the perfect size for me. Alright, let me do some wheelies.
Alright, let me see you do a wheelie.
Previously on Frantic TV.
It's not a BMX bike. You heard it from the horse's mouth first. We also have a new bike. What's the new model like? What's different about that one?
The Ultra Flex is a long time coming. We spent a long time on this bike. Spoiler alert, we have more models coming. What he fucking wants is fenders. And so we're like, you said yes, like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
For me, it's the frame. Frame is... It dictates the entire shape of the bike. If you're on two wheels, that's all I care about. Alleviate the #1 consumer problem is the fucking kickstand.
Told you.
All right, so after we had a little talk, a little interview with the owner of ZOOZ, they let me test ride the new model that they have with full suspension. So basically this thing is supposed to be the same as the other model. The only thing will be the suspension. So this is actually what we're trying to test, like how it feels with the bump, like right here. Okay. All right. Okay, so one thing that I really like is that the feeling of having the ZOOZ didn't change. So it doesn't feel like a different bike. It feels like a ZOOZ. So when it comes with the suspension, I mean, I come from riding a SurRon, so it would not be fair to compare something like that, which is supposed to be like a dirt bike with a lot of suspension and a lot of power. But I gotta tell you, going from not having suspension and having this it's a big plus. It's a big plus. I'm digging having some suspension, so it feels really good. Oh, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm testing the bike, so it wasn't because of you. I'm trying to break it, but
honestly, we've tried to break it. We found a couple things that we were able to break, but it's difficult. Just don't let him tighten any bolts.